Here we go.
Hi everyone, my name is Malkia Chionesu and I'm here to introduce you to my InnerViews on Purpose series. This series is about understanding how artists and healers leverage their art and their healing modalities to align with their purpose. I'm excited to share the inspiration. I know that I'm going to be inspired and I just hope that you will be as well. This is really important to me because I am passionate. I'm passionate about purpose. I'm passionate about, really aligning people to their authentic selves because I think that was something that was important for me. As a kid, I always thought, well, why am I here? Like, what am I supposed to be doing? What is the impact I'm supposed to make? And so I think about if I help people align to their purpose, we eventually will make the world a better place, kind of like a domino effect. And so that's a bit of why I started the M.CHIO consulting and coaching, was because I wanted to do that work. The InnerViews on Purpose series is really for me to get to know artists and healers that are doing work that they're passionate about and they feel that they're fueled by their purpose, but then also to understand, like, how do they see purpose? I think what's really important in that for me is that I've always been, I would say, passionate about knowing like what does it mean to be intentional and show up intentional in whatever we're doing. So over the last couple years, things have just like been popping up in my dreams, like all came to me of just like this concept of thinking about purpose, thinking about what is my purpose. For a long time, I didn't know. I'm like, I don't know what my purpose is. I just know I gotta help people. I just know that I gotta make impact. I just know that I just have to be of service. And so when I got to a place where I felt like, I'm being burnt out serving people, I'm being burnt out, I'm like, it has to be a better way. And so as this series had came to me, of like, this is what you're gonna do. And this is for you. How do I help align people to that so that they can live very intentionally and then we're not getting caught up in these societal standards and kind of the prescriptive way of living? I just want to get out of that. I know that for me, growing up, it was really difficult to be in this place of I can fully be myself, because I always thought, oh, if I'm not this person, or if I'm not the person that my mom or my family wants me to be, then I'm a failure. And that's not the case. However I show up should be the success, especially as I feel like as a Black woman and just as Black people, like we have to always be chameleons and adapt and do different things. How do you break out of that? How do you break out of, hey, I might not want this traditional job, 40 hours a week. I may not want a family, or I may not want kids. Like, what does that mean? And so for me, it is really about helping people just get to that authentic selves and break out of the whole mentality around being like going on that elevator of like, this is what life's supposed to be. Because I used to think like that. I used to be in this perfectionism like mindset, and I feel like it's toxic. Because what is perfectionism? Like, what perfect nature are you trying to be? Like, no one can actually get there. It's just a theory. I want to really dive deep and learn about their work. Also, I love to travel, so there's an excuse to kind of follow a thread of inspiration, because each artist and each healer will basically tell me 3 other artists or healer that they are working with or know of or just appreciate or just inspired by, and I will then follow that. Even though that may be my definition of why I'm here, my purpose or piece of my purpose, what are other people's purpose? Like, or how do they feel like they relate to purpose through their art? And how do they leverage their art? How do they leverage their healing modalities and even healing just mindsets to just survive, to keep going? How is that their motivation? So I just want to learn more so that I can then understand it for myself. I feel like artists are healers, and whether they're healing themselves, they're healing other people, I feel like it's all encompassed, you know.